Welcome to the Wings Life Hacks and Life Coaching channel. I'm your certified life coach, Casey Turton. Who am I? Well, we're going to figure that out today. Today, I'm going to give you 4 life hacks towards answering that age-old question. Then I'm going to give you a good meditation practice that you might want to consider using. And I'm going to do the usual, ask you to like and subscribe my channel so that I can grow. And every week I can bring you great content and learn how to pronounce words correctly. So let's go on our little journey answering that age-old philosophical question, who am I? Let's start by understanding that who we are is not a fixed point in time. As we travel along our life and grow and overcome challenges or fail to overcome them, we're moving along our life's path, and our definition and feeling about who we are certainly changes. So, step 1, keep in mind who you are and your identity is not a fixed point. Okay, let's get going to the next one. So, who we are is like a butterfly. We go through a metamorphosis just like a butterfly does. And eventually, we end up taking shape and form a little bit more permanent in our life. So, we need some kind of foundation. And that first part of the foundation is our boundaries. So think of a box, and on the outside of the box, it's called foundation, and those boundaries are what make it up. So our boundaries are built by our values. Those are the things, the feelings, some of them are passed down through our family. Some of them we accumulate as we grow. But for example, a value can be honesty, trying to be as truthful as possible. A value could be being inclusive, which is accepting everybody as a human being. A value could be being trustworthy, meaning that people can trust you. So this is like the outside rails of your life. You're going to stay within those boundaries. For another example, a boundary could be within your relationship with your spouse and partner, how your values are set to work within the framework of that relationship. Okay, so far, sticking with me? Let's go to the next step. So within the boundaries, we have 3 parts that help make up who we are. And the first one is our balance between our intellect and our emotions. Intellect, of course, sounds easy to understand. This is our mind and our brain working together. So we love to learn. We like to grow. We like to use our intelligence that we were given. We don't tamp it down by poor behaviors with drugs and alcohol and create issues so that we can't fully use that asset of our intellect. But along next to that, the little co-pilot in this level is emotion. Emotions need to be examined and dealt with as much as intellect is. And what I mean is, if we're emotionally out of balance, and I mean not even having to go to therapy, I mean just we overreact to things. We're too happy, too sad, we're up and down like an elevator. And so our intellect and our emotions are out of balance. And that's going to affect the next 2 parts of this foundation. The next part of our foundation is our character. This is who we think we are versus what people think we are. And what I mean by that is, we may believe that we have an honest and true and steadfast Cub Scout character, However, people around us may perceive us to be, less than honest, a little tricky, a little clever, not always delivering. So we have to reconcile and build our character, and we roll back to our boundaries and think about what are our values. If we can become consistent with who we are, and if everyone can perceive us in a consistent manner, meaning, hey, Joe's a really great guy, you can count on him. His character is going to deliver. Then you're going to be taking that step to meld that together inside your foundational box. All right, let's try the next one. So the next part of that box that we're going to put within our bigger box, as we said, is our behaviors. All right, so the behaviors are the small to large things you do every day. Showing up on work on time, completing your assignments, being nice to your kids, cooking dinner, picking the kids up, showing up to a party, you're not late, you're considerate of other people's feelings, how you treat other people in times of stress or conflict. So an example is going to be, I just found out something that I don't like about my boss that he or she is trying to make me do. My behavior is going to be the outward exhibit of my emotions, meaning I can throw a pout, I can do a hissy fit, I can go in and scream and yell, how dare you do this to me? Or my behavior could be, I'm going to take a break and relax, think about this, and then move forward with this conflict. So we have our intellectual and emotional balance in play. We perceive a problem, we react to it emotionally. Our character, which is we want to be perceived as a well-balanced, thoughtful person, is in play. And our emotions are in check so that we can handle that issue. So you see how it all kind of works together? All right, so that's one big step in finding out who you are, which is to understand those foundational building blocks of yourself, put them into that box of your boundaries, which is the limit of what you'll accept in your behaviors, and understand that those are going to change as you move along in your life. And if you're cognizant of them and know what to do with them, you can adapt into being a better person. So let's move on to a meditation. So what I have for you today is a nice little meditation that moves ahead with this foundational idea I just gave you. And if you're new to meditation, or if you've been doing it for a long time, either way, maybe this will be a cool little idea for you. And to always remember to begin a meditation with an intention. So an intention here is to understand who we are and how we can put ourselves together. It's always a good idea to take some deep breaths prior to a meditation. Get into your quiet spot, your favorite place that you like to meditate in. Could be your bedroom, your office, outside in the garden, wherever it might be. So you trigger your brain to say, now this is the time we're going to meditate. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, let those thoughts wander around because they're going to do that. But create a visualization of a box. And then opening that box, and inside that box is another box. When you open up that box, then you're going to find your character. You're going to let that box show you what your character is made out of in visualizations. So you can visualize yourself any way you like. I don't want to plant ideas in your meditation. Let your mind show you. After you get done with the character, take out the box labeled behaviors and look inside that and explore during your meditation. After you're done with that, take out the box labeled intellect and emotions, explore that, see what you find about yourself in those areas. Then step by step, go backwards. Close the intellect, close the behaviors, close the next box, put it all into the big box, close the big box. Namaste, you're done with your meditation. Give it a try. Visualization really works. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy your meditation. And don't forget to like the WINS Life Hacks and Life Coaching channel. If you're interested in life coaching, go to wellnesscompassinc.com, my coaching portal. Until then, I'll see you in the future.